Oh, okay, seriously. That's the last thing we want to see when we are presenting to an audience. I bet as a speaker, what you want is to light your audience on fire. You want to inspire them, elevate them, uplift them, have them take action, right? Consider your point and take some freaking action, right? We all want that, to create that zest, that inspiration in our audience. But how many times have we attended events or presentations where the presenter has literally put us to sleep? I remember being at an event where I said, oh my God, as I was looking out the window and it was a sunny day, I said, I can't believe I'm not at the beach. What the heck am I doing here? And of course, there's that part of us that feels bad and doesn't want to get up and go get out of that room and be rude. But there was another part of me that said, it's almost like necessary to be rude so that the presenter can wake up to the reality that he's putting everybody to sleep. Nobody wants to be freaking put to sleep in a presentation. We're there to learn something, right? To be inspired, to have these aha moments, these mind shifts, this like new way of perceiving or seeing things. So recommendation number one, stop reading the freaking slides, right? We all have done it. We have all gone through it. It could be fear of looking at our audience. It could be insecurity as to what we're saying. It's easier to look at the slide and not have to look at all those eyes staring at us. But it's the opposite effect of what we want to create. So I have 3 tips for you today that are going to help if you feel that attraction towards looking at the slides, because we have all been there and it's totally normal. We're improving. We are getting more comfortable, getting out there, doing our thing, being who we are, which is so ridiculous in a way, right? Because who we are is who we are, and we knew who we were when we were young. And so we've learned all these rules and things that have disconnected us from who we truly are, and now we have to unlearn them so that we can go back to being comfortable, being completely who we are, because what our audience is craving is that connection, that real, raw connection with you, the true you, that looking in your eyes and feeling your passion so that all these emotions can create this ripple effect in them that's going to shoot them off their chair and into inspiring action. So my 3 tips for today are: number 1, create an outline, a simple outline that's going to give you some sort of structure to your talk or speech or presentation and can guide you along the way. That's what you want to practice. That is what you want to memorize if you are more comfortable memorizing. Just the outline, and give yourself wiggle room in there to move around, but know that you're anchored in a strong foundation with a certain outline, which is like the structure of your building, the foundation, okay? So outline, amazing. Amazing, amazing. Number 2 tip, stories. Stories create that powerful connection. I love how, and I always forget his name, but I remember he was called the father of public speaking, said that he used to always tell stories. And every time he traveled to do a presentation, he would get stopped in an airport and said, oh my God, I remember your story about the Christmas party and what happened. And it was always a story that people remembered, never a point, always a story. So Plug stories into your speech or presentation. Don't be shy. It could be your own personal story, it could be made up stories, it could be somebody else's story, something you read, but sizzle every point with a story. So much fun and so easy to remember. So you don't have to look at the slides. Number 3, those slides are supporting material. So if you have something that you're sharing, a certain point, right? You can put a funny picture on your slide so that people can complement what you're saying and actually laugh, which is a great way to learn, laughing. So these slides, don't be afraid to be yourself, to express yourself, to be creative with them, to have fun with them. I know in the corporate world and in school, we're taught to be like very serious and very professional, but you want to be you. You want to create that connection. You want to leave that impression, be memorable. So these 3 tips are going to be majestic for you. And that one in particular about the slides with the funny pictures, that is so going to set you apart from everything else that people are doing. Because people tend to put a ton of information and bullet points, and all that contributes to it being so boring. You want to be memorable. You're here for a purpose and a reason to share your message in your own unique way. And only you can do it that way. I hope these 3 tips help so you don't put anybody to sleep at any presentation. Have fun sharing your light. Namaste.